California. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey, up right at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started, because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dixon. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Looking to throw. Dixon. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Hitting Samuel on the slam.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
The Niners at 8-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Off play action. Dixon.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Dixon. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, Dixon. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Dixon.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. A finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Dixon. That's complete to Pearsall. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Dixon. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Dixon. Buying time to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He's going to try and take off with it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
dozen rushing scores this season, 12 of them. Pretty impressive number. See what he can do here as they start this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Dixon. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down there, and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Dixon. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Throwing on 1st down, Dixon. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's a look at the 49.